The 2018-19 Premier League season gets underway in a few months, and there is sure to be a flurry of transfer activity during the summer as clubs attempt to strengthen their squads. Some of the richest clubs on the planet are involved in the English top tier, and the rumour mill is already in full flow, with a host of star names linked with moves to the division. Defending champions Manchester City are already taking steps to bolster their panel, while rivals Manchester United will be hoping to add quality to their ranks as they plot a return to the summit. Elsewhere, new Arsenal boss Unai Emery will look to shape the Gunners squad in his image as the club looks to life after Arsene Wenger, while recently promoted teams such as Wolves will need to add talent in their bid to avoid the drop. There is plenty of intrigue around the transfer window, and each of the 20 clubs involved will have different targets in mind, but one thing is sure: when it comes to the Premier League, we can expect to see lucrative deals involving some of the best players in the world. With the transfer window now open until August, Goal will keep you up to date on all the latest comings and goings across the Premier League as they happen via this page. Note: either Aston Villa or Fulham will join the list pending the outcome of the Championship playoff final. Arsenal signings, Arsenal departures: Santi Cazorla, released; Per Mertesacker, retired. Arsenal players out of contract on June 30th. Bournemouth signings, Bournemouth departures, Bournemouth players out of contract on June 30th. Mark Pugh, Royce Wiggins, Bailey Cargill, Brighton signings, Brighton departures: Uwe Hoenemeyer, Paderborn; Jamie Murphy, Rangers; Liam Rossinier, released; Steve Sidwell, released. Brighton players out of contract on June 30th. Burnley signings, Burnley departures: Tom Anderson, Doncaster; Scott Arfield, Rangers; Josh Ginley, released; Chris Long, released; Dean Marney, released. Burnley players out of contract on June 30th. Cardiff City signings, Cardiff City departures, Cardiff City players out of contract on June 30th. Saul Bamba, Frederick Guanong, Aaron Gunnarsson, Greg Hafford, Kadeem Harris Jr., Hoylett, Ibrahim Maida, Brian Murphy, Jamie Ward. Nottingham Forest, end of loan. Chelsea signings, Chelsea departures, Chelsea players out of contract on June 30th. Crystal Palace signings, Crystal Palace departures, Crystal Palace players out of contract on June 30th. Johan Cabaye, Diego Cavalieri, Damian Delaney, Wayne Hennessy, Martin Kelly, Chung Young Lee, Erdal Rakip, Benfica, end of loan. Bakary Sako, Julian Speroni, Joel Ward, Everton signings, Everton departures, Everton players out of contract on June 30th. Huddersfield Town signings, Huddersfield Town departures, Jack Boyle, released; Denilson Carvalho, released; Dylan Kogel, released; Luca Koval, released; Robert Green, released; Cameron Taylor, released; Dean Whitehead, retired. Huddersfield Town players out of contract on June 30th. Terence Congolo, end of loan. Leicester City signings, Leicester City departures, Leicester City players out of contract on June 30th. Alexander Dragovic, Bayer Leverkusen, end of loan. Ben Hamer, Liverpool signings, Liverpool departures, Yandanda, Swansea City, Liverpool players out of contract on June 30th. Man City signings, Man City departures, Pablo Maffio, Stuttgart, Jaya Toure, released; Man City players out of contract on June 30th. Manchester United signings, Manchester United departures, Michael Carrick, retired. Manchester United players out of contract on June 30th. Marouane Fellaini, Luke Shaw, Newcastle United signings, Newcastle United departures, Curtis Good, released; Masadio Haidara, released. Newcastle United players out of contract on June 30th. Martin Dubravka, Sparta Prague, end of loan. Jesus Gomez, Southampton signings, Southampton departures, Southampton players out of contract on June 30th. Tottenham signings, Tottenham departures, Keenan Bennett, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Tottenham players out of contract on June 30th. Watford signings, Watford departures, Watford players out of contract on June 30th. Miguel Britos, Andre Carrillo, Benfica, end of loan. Gerard Deulaiu, Barcelona, end of loan. Orestes Karnezes, Udinese, end of loan. Molaweg, Udinese, end of loan. West Ham signings, West Ham departures, West Ham players out of contract on June 30th. James Collins, Patrice Evra, João Mario, Inter, end of loan. Wolves signings, Wolves departures, Benica Phoebe, Bournemouth, end of loan. Jordan Allen, released. Dan Armstrong, released. Anthony Breslin, released. Nicu Carnot, released. Ross Finney, released. John Flatt, released. released. Connor Livingston, released. Tomas Nogueira, released. Hakeem Odoffin, released. Adam Osborne, released. Ryan Rainey, released. Jose Xavier, released. Wolves players out of contract on June 30th. Willy Boley, Porto, end of loan. Leo Bonatini, Alzal, end of loan. Jordan Graham, Diogo Jota, Atletico Madrid, end of loan. Alfred Ndiaye, Villarreal, end of loan. Ruben Vinagre, Monaco, end of loan.